Hey guys, can you charm us? Your judge, your jury, and your analyst, and today I bring to you this Obstagoon anti-meta team for the Summer Cup. So the thing about Obstagoon, it's really good because it does break the Walrein Trev core. However, it does also have a lot of uses against other type Pokemon like Lickitung or other normal type Pokemon except Viggy because you take double super effective damage from counter. Obstagoon's still really good, both in the lead and the back row. I won't be using Obstructagoon here. Obstruct, you want cross chop with doing with Obstagoon. Obstruct is nice, however, that does take you out of a Hail Mary or chip damage situation if you're not creating cross chop. So that's the thing with Obstagoon. But Obstagoon, you probably have seen around here a lot, and you're gonna see me do a lot of battles where I lose the lead and just showcase just how awesome Obstagoon is. The funny thing is, in this shoutcast, I don't even see a lot of Walrein Trev core, but you still see them out there. If you do see an elite, it's great for you because Obstagoon does really well against both Walrein and Trev. So, before we get started, this is my therapist mental health tip of the day, and this is about worry. You can fast forward by using the chapters below, or just skip forward a little bit from the video, and you should be able to skip this and go straight to the battles. But for my therapist mental health tip of the day, it's going to be about worrying, and this is about worrying coping cards. So, it's a unique skill. These coping cards will help you with a unique skill for managing worry, such as deep breathing, journaling, and mindfulness. So, worry is some things that we do carry, like especially with the anxiety go battle league of what if I don't make legend. For me, if I don't make legend, I'm fine. I've multi-time made it. It doesn't really make a difference if you make it all season. Most people won't actually care, and most people aren't actually gonna look in your freaking phone to like see whether or not you have all the poses or not. Seriously, it's too much time. I don't care. And the last time I checked, or my friend told me about this, one person that won regionals didn't even ever make legend. All they do is self, which is a problem itself for regionals. If you're gonna have a competitive format, why isn't the competitive format actually in your game? Not for some outside third-party outsourced competition format. Just putting that out there. More problems that we need to solve. But this will definitely help you out as far as like worries. There's a lot of worries you do have, not just for Go Valley, but also for life. As far as legend, I'm not worried about it. Unless you can give me a reward that entices me to spend my time to really try hard for legend, or if the game's not broken, like I should have, and made legend 2 months ago because I wasn't giving away free 4-1s or 5-0s because the game magically corrodes and just destroys my game before I even get to battle and gives me an automatic L. By the way, there's a new fast move system out. There's a new fast move bug or whatever. They fix something and trash it up even more. Please just stop touching it, Niantic. But it's a great guide. Go ahead and check it out in the description if you are interested. And without further ado, this is my anti-meta Obstagoon team for the Summer Cup. I almost forgot it was summer. But without further ado, let's get started. Alright, here are the battles. For this, I use Obstagoon in the lead. You could use it in the back to try to catch Trevenant and Walrein, but the problem with that is if they don't have it, it kind of screws you over. Plus, like you see here, Obstagoon can win some leads like Abomasnow, or if you do catch Walrein Trev in the lead, it's even better. As you see, we get a safe switch into a Pelipper. This is why I like Galvantula in the back, because sometimes they will throw their flyer into you, or sometimes they'll throw Pelipper. Pelipper in Open Great League is a fantastic save switch. However, when you are in a possibly electric or rock throw heavy meta in the back, it really sucks for you. In this, Galvantula is just going to do the itsy bitty spider, go to the multiverse and absolutely wipe out the face of the entire planet with this, or the face of your shields with this Abomasnow, or Obama. I know the proper pronunciation is Obama, not Obama, okay? But the Obama pun is just so funny, and it's honestly like I love using it because this pissed off snowman isn't as good as it was before, but it's still good in the right circumstances. In this case, it's not, especially when it's debuffed -2. Unfortunately, your power is going down. You like the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers? I'm a huge Power Rangers fan. The Pink Ravier is obviously my favorite ranger from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and I'm trying to find time to watch Super Sentai because, you know, if your Power Rangers actually deviated from Japan, so yes, I am trying to find time to watch that, but it's really hard when you have a lot of things to do. Yeah, being a full-time therapist and being a content creator and also modding for Godfire GG and all the other things I want to do that's a lot. as you see, it's pretty much game over here. My opponent doesn't know I have Sludge Wave, so you see them over farming here trying to go for the energy ball, but it's pretty much impossible. Even if they were at it, you would have to double up in 2, and you still have a whole Obstagoon to take on the back. Sludge Wave goes through, absolutely wipes and melts this Abomasnow face of the planet, disrespecting them and everything you know and love, and that's GG's. Like I mentioned, I like Obstagoon in the lead because what you can do is you can find the weakness right away, you can swap into it, swap out of it. As you see here, we got an Araquanid. So Araquanid is a terrible lead for you. I say switch into Galvantula. I like saving my shields for Swampert in the back just in case. Hydro Cannon and the 2-shield Swampert strat is still strong. We get an Oranguru. Why am I seeing the Psychic Ape try to ape me in the Summer Cup? Mind you, this thing isn't bad because it takes neutral damage from ghost type attacks, but there's not a lot. Like, Viggy still does great against Oranguru just because of the fact you take neutral damage, from counter. And if you throw it into a Galvantula's thrown into you, like here, you throw it into Galvantula, you can get to 3 lunges and take out the Oranguru. I keep shield and I keep switch. Yes, we have to go through a whole Araquanid, but hell, there's ways we can win, okay? I send in Swampert, and I'm going to overcharge just a little bit here. As you see, I'm not completely typing on Sludge Wave, and they happen to catch it with Lickitung anyways, but this is perfectly fine. The reason being is because I'm going to just overcharge here, and then Obstagoon has a great matchup against this Lickitung. So as you see here, just to make up for my mistake, I'm going to overcharge a little bit, then we're going to send in Obstagoon. Obstagoon can take a few body slams here, 4 to be exact, I think. And all we're going to do is just completely farm down. We're just going to hug. Obstagoon looks like it's trying to hug you to death whenever it attacks you. So I'm going to squeeze the Unholy Hell out of poor Lickitung. And then we have a bazillion energy to throw out the Lickitung. I mean, not the Lickitung, the Araquanid in the back. I have 2 Night Slashes. And then basically just Obstagoon, run through shield. This is a Bubble Beam. There's no way you're going to Bug Buzz me. If you do, you're a fool. Because I have shield advantage anyways. And as you see, we got the Bubble Beam. I'm going to fire this Night Slash. This should run the clock. Then I'm going to send in Swampert and Sludge Wave this poor Araquanid to death. Because you have Sludge Wave, Araquanid does not wall you. And Sludge Wave does a freaking good chunk of damage with a Swampert. Sludge Wave goes through. And as you see, at 30%, or more like 40%, this Araquanid is completely wiped out. And I save the shield for the next battle. So this is why I like Sludge Wave on Swampert. There's not too many targets you're going to hit from the Earthquake, and it gives you a win condition against Araquanid, as you saw in that battle. In this case, if you see a Swampert, it's a losing lead. So if you see a Swampert, what you're going to do is throw your own Swampert to it and pray you win CMP. That, or you can hope that they stay in and you could create some kind of fancy win condition out of it. As you see here, I do fortunately win CMP against my opponent. They can choose to swap, but I'm just going to pressure one Hydro Cannons. This does happen to you though, just be a little extra careful on when you fire and the intervals of when you fire. The game is broke as crap right now, okay? The whole fast moves thing is, it's never really been consistent, but it's more consistent than ever now because the game doesn't work properly. I mean, who knows if the game was supposed to work properly or not. They've been only working on it for 69 years. We already know that. They swap into Vigoroth, but their shields are down. What we're going to do is we're going to fire this Hydro Cannon. It's going to do big damage against Viggy, especially since it's a Shadow Swampert. What I'm going to do here is I attempt to switch out, but I catch him on CMP, but that's perfectly fine. We're just going to let go of Swampert here, and then we're going to go ahead and send in Galvantula. As you see, it's not dead yet. I managed to live, but we're going to be able to save that Swampert for a possible sack swap in the back. My job here is just completely farm this Vigoroth and have a bazillion energy to throw at the back row. We know the Swampert's going to come in, so I can fire a lunge and possibly fire to another lunge. And it's choiced by my opponent. Now the thing is like I mentioned, that sack swap is actually going to come in handy. I go for the second lunge right here. We're able to get to it because my opponent is trying to mad farm me. The issue here is that Galvantula is so godforsakenly low. Whatever comes in is likely going to get extra farm, and it's a Pidgeot. So it takes 5 gusts before you get to a move. So my opponent is smart. They will catch it. That sack swap I had with Swampert will actually find a win condition for us. As you see here, with expert precision and timing, I fire and sack my poor Shadow Swampert to the gods so I can manifest a win condition. My opponent top lefts immediately after this fantastic maneuver. And yeah, dang, that sucks. But yes, you can sack and you can create win conditions like that in the Summer Cup. And along with another terrible lead, which happens to be Azumarill, which is probably, outside of another fire, it's probably Obstagoon's worst lead. As you see here, we're going to stay in. I'm going to shield this first move, and then I'm going to fire a discharge. My opponent might actually bait, but I'm just going to fire a discharge because I'm like, you know, if they don't bait, that's fine. If they don't take the bait, this is great. If they do take the bait, then it's terrible for you because lunge doesn't do a lot of damage against an Azumarill because Azumarill's got mad big booty. It doesn't show it. It walks on 2 legs and its body is round as hell. It's egg-shaped as crap, but you know what? It does have a big butt and it's extremely thick and tanky for this pretty much any cup you put it into. This is why Oz is one of the most hated things in sliced bread. Not really. You use it a lot, you love it. In my case, I hate it. But as you see here, we get Shiftry popped into us. I'm like, Shiftry? Why though? But it's okay. We break 1 shield. We're going to send an Obstagoon. That's why we have Obstagoon for. And as you see here, we have Viggy. All I'm going to do is I'm going to fire off this cross chop and then I'm going to swap out. Viggy, as long as we save Obstagoon for the back row, should be fine. However, I still have shield advantage anyway. So my game plan here is to just overcharge. And then I can Sludge Wave my Shiftry. My opponent doesn't know I have Sludge Wave. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to gather a little bit of extra energy here. Snarls do a ton of damage. It will chunk down a little bit, but it won't do a ton of damage against Shadow Swampert here. Yes, Swampert's a Shadow, so you lose the bulk. However, as you see here, I should be able to get to a Sludge Wave. I have a shield, so even if they did fire Leaf Blade, I'll be able to shield. And then we fire the Sludge Wave, and that's going to be the KO for this Shiftry. Even though it's not stab, it does not have the same type of attack bonus. Unfortunately, Ninja Jiraiya Shiftry is now back in the Naruto episode where pain kills him. Damn, that turned really dark. Yeah, that episode was really dark. For all you Naruto fans, that was a dark day. Dang, they had the perfect music too. They had like the accordion and everything in the back. It sounded terrifying. Anyways, we got Hisuian Electrode into Obstagoon. So Obstagoon, I'm going to shield this actually, and my opponent's going to probably switch, or we're going to be able to hit them on CMP. Like this. We can break a shield, or they'll let it through. In this case, they do swap out. I send in Swampert. So Swampert is able to resist poison. The issue here is if you get debated with Poison Fang. I mean, poison, yeah, you get debated with cross poison. But as you can comfortably eat a lunge. Just 1 though. You can't eat 2, but you can definitely eat 1. So as you see, we're going to be able to fire this Hydro Cannon, break a shield, and I'm hoping to break another one here. If this is a cross poison, this sucks. But they do happen to call the cross poison, and then that actually would have been a great no shield. But you know what? That's perfectly fine. I want to pressure their shields, then we can come in with Galvantula and try to farm this thing down. Or put it in the range of where you can farm it down. Or fast move it down for the win condition. So I'm trying to think ahead here. Hopefully I'm able to manifest a win condition out because it's already really rough. As you see, I send in my Galvantula. 1 wild charge won't actually kill here. And my opponent's Pokemon are so godforsakingly low that it's dangerous for them. As you see, Wild Charge goes off. I send an Obstagoon and bank that lunge/discharge. So now my opponent has to decide. Throw in, what do we have? We have a Raichu. Am I playing? I'm sorry for that, Young. This is really late right now. But you know what? That's basically what I'm seeing with this Raichu. I'm like, I think I lose. Well, that's actually relative. If my opponent doesn't have Brick Break, I might be able to manifest a win condition here. And sure enough, they don't have Brick Break. Wild Charge will take me out, but the thing is here is that if you don't have Brick Break, I can fire a lunge, and my opponent might actually not shield this. I think that's a big mistake, though. As you see, the lunge goes through, and then I can fast move down the Ariados. So I manifested the win condition that I was thinking from before. So, that's game. I hope y'all enjoyed the battles. Obstagoon is a beast for the Summer Cup. And that's game. I appreciate y'all. It's, as you see, Obstagoon did really well. Hopefully y'all are reaching your goals. Hopefully y'all are taking that worry and anxiety mental health tip I put seriously, because yeah, there's really no worry about it. And if you're still trying to make Legend, now's the best time to do it in my opinion, because now you have to deal with the whole mechanics. There's no game out there where you've literally had to shift all of your mechanics because the game changed in some shape or form, and they still can't get it right, which is obvious. So yay, whoever lied about the game being fixed, you should be fired. But you know what, you're so willing to get on your knees for a company called Niantic, you're probably not going to get fired. But unfortunately, this is what we're stuck with, and it's definitely going to affect Worlds and future tournaments in the future if they don't get their stuff together, which obviously it's Niantic. I have more faith in an unborn puppy doing its job than Niantic ever doing its job right. That's being brutally honest, by the way. But otherwise, hopefully try to reach your goals. Hopefully you already reach your goals and made legend. For those that made it, that's great. For those that haven't, there's always next season. Or you're just like me where you just don't care. That's the third option too. Unless there's like something, an enticing reward that actually merits me wanting to make legend again. Because there's really no point. Actually, I should have made it 2 months ago. If I actually never lagged and my wins actually registered, I would have made legend literally in the first month and a half. But then I stopped playing because I was just outside of making content because I was just sick of lagging and losing wins. Why should I try if this good game's just gonna just like oop and not make me win to begin with? Just putting that out there. Well, like I said, let's just hope. Like we've always had for the past couple of years, but you know what? That's all we can pretty much do at this point. Do me a huge favor, please like, subscribe, and comment for the YouTube algorithm. I really do appreciate y'all that do that. And I'll be streaming again today, tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, unless something comes up. On Friday, I had to deal with a work thing, so something came up, so I didn't stream. But I should keep my my stream schedule is consistent, unless something else comes up like I mentioned. But do me a favor, good luck on your Go Valley sets, and I will see y'all on the next video.
That I made